Hi folks, so a little bit of recap we're going to be doing today, just to get us back into the swing of things. This is from page 10 of your DCG textbook. Okay, so we're just going to be kind of smashing through these just to give you a bit of a recap and get us back into the swing of things. Okay, so first of all, question number 2, it says, shown is a pictorial view of a solid, the front elevation and plan are also given. Project an auxiliary elevation in the direction of the arrow in order to show the true shape of the cut surface A. Okay, so essentially what we have here is the elevation, okay, up here, and we've got the bird's eye view down here, our plan. Okay, the elevation is obviously facing from when we'd have an arrow facing in this direction here, and then the bird's eye view is obviously projected from above. Okay, and what they want us to show is that we can see the true shape of this cut surface A here. Okay, we can see the cut surface A is here, it's kind of skewed here, and in our plan view we see the cut surface, but we see it as an edge view, which is a line. Okay, so anytime you are projecting an auxiliary elevation, what you're going to do is you're going to project from the plan and project up from the plan, but take your heights from the elevation. So that's a key concept there. When drawing an auxiliary elevation, height is taken from the elevation. Okay, very important, height is taken from the elevation. Project from the plan, take your heights from the elevation. Okay, so that cut surface, if I was just to label it there for a second, I'd have 4 points in it. A, shouldn't use it A, so I'll change that to B, C, because the cut surface is A already, D and E. So if I was to label them, B, C, D and E, if I was to label them over here, well, B would be there, C would be there, D and E, and same thing, B and C are in the same position here, D and D. Okay, so when you're looking straight at the surface, you're going to project perpendicular to it. Okay, so what I'm actually just going to do here, nice and simple, just going to set up an x1, y1, okay, parallel to the cut surface first of all. So sliding set squares, I'll bring it out here a little bit further. That's my x1, y1, and then what I'm going to do is project up perpendicular to it. Okay, so the 45 degrees on it, swing it about. So D and D will come up, B and C will come up. Okay, very simple. Alright, now project from the plan, take your heights from the elevation. So for B, which is the same height as E, from the XY line up to B, take that distance there, do B there, and the exact same here, that's E, and then the same thing from the XY line up to C, which is the same height as the XY line up to D. So C will be up there, D will be up there. Just need to extend on my lines just a little touch. Okay, once again, just label them. Now this will be B1, C1, D1, E1. That is the auxiliary elevation of the cut surface A. Okay, so just get that done there now. Should have been no problem. Did that last year. Just a quick bit of recap. Okay, cut surface A. There we go. Alright, so you can pause the video and get that done there now. Right, next problem solved, guys, is we have another object here. We can see it down here, 3D image of it here. We've got the elevation here, the plan here. It says, shown as pictorial view of solid, the front elevation and plan are given again. Project an auxiliary plan this time in the direction shown in order to show the true shape of the surface A. Okay, so we can see the surface A is here, okay, in our pictorial view over here. In our plan view, we kind of have a skewed image of our A here, okay, because we know it's kind of sloping downwards. That would be up at the top, this would be kind of down at the bottom. Okay, and then obviously we see A in our elevation, but once again we see it as a straight line, which would be an edge view. Okay, so anytime we want to see the true shape of something, or any true shape or true length, what you need to do is you need to look perpendicular to it. Okay, so the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set up an x1, y1. Okay, in this one, where the last question we actually did an auxiliary elevation. We projected from the elevation, projected from the plan, but we took our heights from the elevation. In this one, we're projecting from the elevation, but taking our depths down from the plan. Okay, so just going to set up an x1, y1 parallel to that. To there about it. So that's my x1, y1. Okay, and now I'm going to project perpendicular to it. So what I often do is, using the long edge of the 45, put my 3060 underneath it, and then literally just swivel it about like that. That'll set you up a nice perpendicular angle there. So, same thing, check the points down. And once again, I could use labels. So let's say in this case, once again, we'll go with B, C, D, and E. So go B, C, D, and E. So if I was to label that here, then I'd have B, C, D, and E. Down here, an elevation, B and E, and then C and D are at the top. Okay, so this time, the last time we did the XY line up, this time it's just simply XY line down. So B and C are that distance down from the XY. So what I do is, wherever B is, okay, follow it out. B is here, so follow it to here. And then E, okay, or sorry, C is at the same, so go up to C. C is the exact same. Okay, so label them. That would be B1 and C1. And then we have XY line down to E and D, which are the same distance down. Okay, as we can see there. And same thing, E is down here, follow it out. So project from the X1, Y1 out. There's E1, and there's D1. Very, very simple. Connect all the points, and that's the true shape of the cut surface A. Okay, so get that done there now, and I'll pause the video. I'll just speed up the video and get that done there. Right folks, the next problem we're faced with here is on the same page, question 4. It's actually from 2010, section A, ordinary level. So just going to read the question. It says the 3D graphic shows a modern seat for a hotel lobby. Okay, so we can see the 3D graphic here. The plan and incomplete elevation of the seat are shown on the right. Complete the elevation first of all, and then draw an auxiliary view of the seat which will show the true angle between surfaces A and B. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do is we actually have a little bit of orthographic projection to do here, in that we have to complete the elevation view. Okay, so what I'm going to do there is I'm just going to complete that there now very, very quickly. And as we can see that in relation to the vertical plane, which we would see from the XY line, it's technically the plane going upwards, okay, that the plan view is actually at an angle to it, okay, so it's not like pushed against the wall, it's kind of slightly angled off the wall, okay. So first of all I'm going to do is I'm going to project the points up that I know I have. Essentially I've got this structure here, it's going to be over here somewhere as well. So from the plan, project them up, just make sure they all match up, and they do. That comes up to here. This one here is going to go all the way to the top. This one's also going to go to the top. And then it's just a case of bringing my right heights over. Okay. Now if you follow it, you can see the kind of, it's going to be the mirror image. You can see this one, it's going to come down here. So this bit here, it's heavy over to there. And it's going to come down to this point here. Okay. Just heading in the right detail there. And then hidden detail at the back. It's going to go hidden detail all the way up to the top. Okay. So that's the elevation completed there. And now what we have to do is they want to show the true angle between the surfaces A and B. Okay, so they've labelled A and B down here. And essentially what they're saying is that this face here, over here is A, and that this face, where you would put your ass down the seat basically, is surface B. Okay, so we've got A here, B here. Alright, and we can see A here, and B is here. So A in this view will be here, and B we would actually see it as an edge, okay, and that's B there. Let's put in a B here like that, showing you that there, okay. Probably done that a little bit neater. And now what we have to do is we have to get the true angle between the surface A and the surface B. Okay, so the only way we can do that is by looking straight in at it from this angle over here. So once again, if we're projecting from the plan, we're going to be taking our heights from the elevation. So it's an auxiliary elevation we're going to be doing. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to label it. I'll label it with I'll go with letters again. So this time I'll start with C here. So it's kind of this face here is what we're going to be getting. Okay, so I'm going to go, this point here is C, this one is D, this one here is E, up to F, G, down to H. So we label them in our plan view. So C and D are in this position here. E, which is here. Up at the top then I've got F. And then I've got G and H. G is on top and I know H is on the ground. Okay? So, same thing. What we're going to do is set up an auxiliary view, X1, Y1. So, there we go. X1, Y1. I'm going to set up the long edge of my 45 on it. Project it down. X1, Y1. Rotate it, get a perpendicular angle, and project up my points. Okay, project from the plan, take your heights from the elevation. Now straight away off the bat, C and H are on the ground, so they're on the XY line, so I can actually locate them straight away. So find where C is down our plan, come up, it's right here, this is now C1, H, which is right here, H1. Okay, and then what I have to do is take various heights. So D and E, we can see them, D here and E here is the same heights off the XY line. So I'll take the heights for D and E. And find where E is, because E is here. Follow it up. D1, and technically that's E1. And now what I want to find is F and G, which are going to be the same height as each other. Right there, there's the height for G off the XY line. Follow G up, G's up here, and follow F up, F is there. So it's just the case now of having in all the points. So that one was G1 and F1. Okay, so just heavy in those, and we should have our angle between the surfaces A and B then got. Because that surface B there, okay, and surface A is here. So technically you don't have to complete the rest of it, but I'll just put it in. Okay, and what I would always do is I would tell the examiner exactly what I found. So I found the true angle, okay, so there's the angle in there between surface A to B. Okay, so try and get that done there, guys, and we'll move on to the bottom question here at the bottom of the page. Right, folks, so the next question here, once again, is from an ordinary level paper from the Leaving Cert 2011. It says the 3D graphic shows a post box. So we can see the 3D graphic down here. The plan and incomplete elevation are shown on the right. Complete the elevation first of all, so that's what we're going to start off with. We have the plan view down here and the incomplete elevation up here. Okay, so starting off, project up my points from the plan. So that's my furthest out one. That technically is this point here, which is at the furthest outside. So I'm going to bring that up. I know it's only going to meet over here somewhere. And then the one at the back is this guy up here. He's only going up to there somewhere roughly. And then I'm also going to have to complete this little box in here as well. So he's going to come up to there. He comes up to there somewhere. And we'll be able to complete it. Okay, so check them up. Just bring these guys across. He'll come to there. There. This guy to here. This guy to here. And they'll connect up. Okay, so just going to heavy in the right details there now. So heavy in this bit. And oh, I forgot to bring up one more point. Plan view down here. There we go. That's that bit at the side. Okay, and we'll have a bit of hidden detail at the back. So that edge is hidden. As we're looking in from this direction, we can't see the back edge. Okay, as we're looking in from this direction, we can't see the back edge, so that's hidden detail all the way down. And then I've got to finish off just the opening for the letterbox, or the post. Okay, so there we go. Now, at this point, what we have to do is we have to show the true inclination between the surfaces A and the surface B. Okay, in the elevation they've shown us, so they've essentially said A is here, B is this surface, and what they want is they want the angle there. Okay, and the only way we can see the true shape of that angle there is by looking perpendicular to that face. Okay, because then we will see this face here A and this face here B as edge views. We'd see them as a line. Okay. So what we're going to do is, in this case, we're projecting from the plan, taking our heights from the elevation. We kind of need 5 points here, so I'll just label them again. A and B is U, so I'm going to start with C. So this point down here is C, this one is D, this one, or 4 points, sorry, this one's E, and this one's F. So C and D are both here in the same position. And then I've got E out here at the front, if I followed it down, and then F is inside in here. Okay, so X1, Y1 has already been prepared for us, so all we have to do is project up perpendicular. Okay, they've kind of given you the guide already to follow it up with, so just sliding set squares off that line there, project this one up a bit further, that's going to come up to about there. It's it. This one's on the ground, so I'll only bring it up to there, and C and D I have to go up, fit up here. Okay, so starting with the plan. C and F, okay, are both on the ground, so very easy. I can now follow down to C. C is here, C1 is up here in this position, C1, F, followed up, F1, and then I want to find E, so I'll take the distance up for E, which is the same height as this point over here. Okay, just taking that height, it's the exact same as here. Okay, and E followed up, so find E, it's down here, up to this point here on the X1, Y1. I have now located E1, and now the same with D. Take that distance there, find D in my plan, follow it up, take that distance there. Okay, there's D1. Okay, E1, F1, D1. And what we'll actually see here is this is the true shape of the side of the face. We've got the true shape of this face here basically, okay, but that true shape shows us the surface A as an edge view, so we're seeing it just as a straight line, it's an edge view, and the surface B as an edge view here. Okay, and the angle in between the two of those is the true angle, okay, between those two surfaces. So once again, get those done nice and quick, guys, and we'll move on to the next part. Okay.